doing today?
Decleated episode 7 coming at you live right now. We got a lot going on.
We're not live, but same thing.
We're live.
We are live.
We got all kinds of shit this week. Injuries, current news,
Dead
upsets,
people.
Dead people.
Assholes, really.
It's a fucking mess.
We got a lot of assholes this week.
We're going to jump right into it. Condolences, Stan Lee.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
You know, Marvel movies. I don't know a bad one.
No, there's not.
They've been fucking phenomenal the last, 10 years.
Influenced a lot of people too, man, with that movies. I mean, a lot of people became actors because of him, so.
It is a shame. At the same time, he was 95, so.
Yeah, he was having illnesses the last year.
It's probably a good thing that he went. You know, he's not being miserable or anything.
Not in pain anymore.
No.
Also, Oprah died.
Did she?
No. I wish though. I hate that bitch. I fucking hate her.
You got a cake made for that?
I really do hate her.
We're getting into these Thanksgiving weeks here, and nothing sexier than coming home to your woman fisting a turkey in the middle of the night. Stuffing it is the proper term, but you know, whatever. So, ready to get some grub, some stuffing, mashed potatoes, watch some football. All that's coming up in 2 weeks.
A lot of food. Can't wait.
Already thinking about it though.
I think I like it more than Christmas now just because of the football and the appreciation for the food.
Hell yeah.
And the beer.
The beer's great. We should have a new intro, or an intro. We haven't had one before.
Yeah, you should have seen it.
It's being made as we record this, so we're hoping everything goes smoothly. Let us know what you think about it in the comments.
If you don't like it, don't comment because we don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Or do, so I can give you a reason to be the dick of the week.
Yeah, there you go.
You needy fucks.
Whoa.
Alright, next up, kind of related to Stan Lee, another movie thing. Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen cover movie, whatever you want to call it. Phenomenal. I don't think you've seen it.
Nah, you know better than me. I heard it was
a
good though.
movie. I missed the first 20 minutes of it. It was still fucking awesome.
You missed the first 20 of it?
Yeah, we got there late, but you know, it was fucking amazing. The guy that plays Freddie Mercury is just spot on.
Really?
The songs are awesome. A lot of it's live music.
That's awesome.
It's just really, really cool. Movie.
I mean, man, that's one of the best bands of all time. So.
Yeah, usually they totally botch movies like that, but they fucking nailed it on this one.
I heard that one is good, and I heard that we're making one about Elton John. It's called Rocket Man.
Rocket Man's coming out.
I heard that's going to be good too. The guy who's playing him is his twin.
Yeah.
So.
Can't wait to see that one. He was great in Kingsman 2. He's dressed up as a peacock fighting people and shit. He's cussing out. Oh, it's great. Up next, this one's a little bit more Christmas related.
Yeah.
Jimmy Dean.
And stupid.
You know, it is a little stupid.
He's an idiot.
The breakfast sandwich company, they make sausages and bacon and all that shit. Jimmy Dean. Well, they decided to make wrapping paper this year. Sausage scented.
Someone must have had a sausage in their ass when they thought of this idea.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you doing, buddy?
I mean, what? Why? They don't. I haven't even heard of.
You got me a skillet of McBiscuit for Christmas.
I haven't even heard of scented flavored wrapping paper, and the first thing I hear of it is sausage scented. Are you fucking kidding me?
Cinnamon, Christmas something.
That's people put ginger.
Yeah.
Like gingerbread scented shit on there.
Sausage flavor.
Sausage. Come on.
Eat breakfast before you unwrap the presents, asshole.
Grow up. Unless you celebrate Kwanzaa, then you're just an asshole.
Yeah. Well.
Next up, we got Fortnite NFL.
You go on about your thing.
What I mean by that is Fortnite. You know how big it is. And everybody's playing it.
You go ahead about yours. I'm pissed off, so you go ahead and carry on.
That's fine. I haven't played in a little while. I was into it for probably 6 months there, but they just keep changing shit, moving shit around. It's a little fucked up nowadays. They charge you for everything. The game's gotten stupider. The players have gotten better. So I don't really play it as much, but they're getting desperate. They just got licensing with the NFL. They have all 32 teams where you can buy their skins in Fortnite and play as them.
Moneymaker.
Which is pretty cool.
It's a moneymaker.
It's pretty cool, but I don't know if they're gonna make any money off that because those licensing that's a lot of money.
Dude, there's not one. My brother.
And that game's dying down.
There's not one kid I know who he's associated with doesn't have those fucking skins. Now that's another problem. Why are we calling it that? Skins. I mean, really? I mean, I think of a fucking foreskin that didn't get cut.
Oh,
it's just disgusting. First of all, my problem with this whole thing is Parents are paying people to train their kids to play Fortnite.
Like karate lessons.
Are you a fucking piece of shit or what? I mean, 10 years ago when I was a kid, hey, we're gonna get you a trainer for pitching, for lessons, pitching lessons. Oh, we're gonna train you for mixed martial arts, karate, this, taekwondo. No, we're gonna train you to hold a controller in your hand, be a lazy fat fuck, and play a video game because maybe you'll make money off of it. Fuck you, Fortnite.
The first issue with that, number one, it's fucking ridiculous that you're not paying for your kid to get trained in activities like basketball or soccer or whatever.
We are the most obese nation in the world.
That's the first problem. Second of all, if your kid can't learn to play a fucking video game on his own, you need to pay for something else. I don't know what you need to get him, but
I can't talk. I tried playing it once, and I contemplated, taking myself out. So I didn't like the game. I wasn't very good at it, but I just people 8 hours in front of it. Hey, let's go to this place this time. Hey, let's go over here. Hey, watch out behind you. People get pissed. I mean, people are yelling about it. I mean, come on. Fuck off.
It's not what it used to be for me. I used to really enjoy it.
It's not what
it's died off. Once I got my first Victory Royale, I think it's called.
Oh, God.
That was awesome.
Don't get to me with this.
The first one was great.
You're getting to me.
First 10 were great.
You really made my balls
Now it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's always been retarded. It's always been stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. New game comes out, people love it, people play it. I've been the same way. I get tired of games easily, and that's just another one on the list.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. Here's my thing. I've never been one to sit down in front of a video game for more than an hour.
Okay.
I'll play a sports game here and there if I'm I'm waiting on something or I'm passing time. But these motherfuckers sit there for 8 hours and they surround their day with it.
I don't know how.
They surround their day with this fucking Fortnite shit. Oh, we're gonna make skins to get everyone. Fuck you and your skins. It's pathetic. The world now is so fucking lazy. It's ridiculous.
It is pathetic though. This man in China. Guess what he's doing? Yeah. A month ago. Guess what he did?
35 years old too.
35 years old. Married a singing hologram. If you don't know what a hologram is, it's like something like a projector, little inanimate object that gets projected into the air.
And I saw him, dude. He got beaten with the ugly stick.
Yeah.
He is fucking hideous looking.
I mean, but to go that low, I mean, there's someone out there for everybody. Not a fucking hologram.
People fucking marry trees and shit.
It's ridiculous at this point. I mean, we need to go on population control because these fucking people that we're creating nowadays are just an embarrassment.
Look, Bill Burr said it perfectly. 65% of us gotta go. They gotta go. This is one of them. He's one of the 65%. He has got to go. I'm sorry, but he is a fucking dick. If I've ever seen, he could be up here in the Dick of the Week column. He's a fucking dick. I can't stand him. I can't stand that fucking. You're marrying a hologram, really?
I mean, come on. In front of 40 people, his wedding was.
What's he do? Rub his dick against the screen? Fuck the screen?
Well, it knows 200,000 songs.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Got me.
Something for every mood.
Yeah, go fuck him. Fuck him and her.
Don't give it a name. That just fucking supports it.
Oh, he did. I'm sure he did. Beth.
Honey.
Oh.
Alright, last but not least on our current news this week, we got Des Bryant.
Yeah, he signs with the Saints.
I feel bad for him, man.
I don't. He's an idiot. He should have signed with the Ravens. He had $30 million. He's a dick.
I guess.
He's a fucking dick. He is a fucking arrogant dick. Look at his stats the past 3 years. They're terrible. They're not good. They're not wide receiver 2 worthy. Oh, you feel bad. Why do you feel bad for him?
I feel bad for him, man. He's a good receiver.
You know why he tore his Achilles? Because he's not in shape.
Of course not.
That's his own fault.
It is. He probably didn't plan on playing again.
Oh, he did. He tweeted several times. I will be playing this year at some point. Oh, you're playing now, aren't you? You're playing Fortnite probably, you stupid fuck. He can wear the Saints skin though, luckily.
It was fun. I think it was Kamara went and scored a touchdown. It might have been Ben Watson and gave him the X.
It was Ingram, I think. Ingram.
Yeah. Oh, he was heavily involved this week. Played very well. But yeah, he threw up the X for Dez. Dez only been there for not even a week. And I guess he's throwing an X up for him.
Why? I mean, come on. It's cool, but yeah.
It's cool, but
guess what? Dez should have signed with the Ravens. He wouldn't be in this predicament. He cost them. They might want to sign him. They just signed Brandon Marshall, which is another joke. So, I mean, it is...
Michael Thomas is enough for receiver for them. I mean, he is a fucking animal.
They got Watson, Ingram, Kamara, and Thomas. That's enough said.
And Kamara might as well be a receiver himself. He runs routes better than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't complain about him. He's a fucking animal, running the ball, catching the ball, doing whatever.
Well, that'll do it for News of the Week here.
And in here for Dick of the Week, we got a couple of guys just being real assholes this week.
We'll show you some videos here as we go.
I guess we got to start with Lenny Kravitz.
Now, I pointed this out to you. I pointed this out to you on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. This guy, I had no problem with him. He sung at one of the Caps games for the playoffs. You know, he did good. He did a good job.
Musician.
What the fuck are you doing, Dick? I mean, what the fiddle fuck is going on here? He is wearing a blanket as a scarf. Oh, but it's in style now. It's a style.
It's very
We'll
cool.
show you a picture right here. We'll give you one. He looks like a fucking dick.
He looks like a complete moron. He must be living underwater in ice somewhere.
It's at that point where it's like, I got all this money. I can do whatever the fuck I want. If someone judges me, it doesn't matter. Well, you're right, but
He
Lenny...
clearly doesn't care.
But Len the man, we are fucking judging you here. You look like a complete fucking dick. I mean...
that is the definition of Dick of the Week.
We couldn't get any more clear than that. That's why we had this segment, because it's so relevant nowadays. There's so many dicks.
There's so many people just being complete...
I mean, what are you doing?
Complete cocks every week. Just like the Michigan State game.
We'll give you a video here of that fucking...
Watch this clip.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And try not to lose your lunch at this fucking snap. He snaps the ball over the uprights. For safety.
Jupiter.
I mean, what are you thinking?
He had zero intention of getting that to the punter. He wanted to make it to the uprights of the fucking field goal.
The punter's arms were just dangling in the fucking grass on the bottom of the field.
He's fucking sitting there flailing around like a dick he is. I mean...
He's getting green knuckles from scraping the fucking...
What are you doing, asshole? It pisses me off. Oh, and then they said something about they wanted... That was on purpose because you're giving the other team points?
That's intentional. That's really smart of you.
The head coach should be
Quality
fucking
idea.
punching his fucking fangs right in his teeth. What are you doing, Dick?
Dick of the Week is what he is.
I don't like it. He's an asshole.
And this guy's not really a dick because he's a Ravens fan, so we gotta love him.
It's funny more than anything. We just had to have this on here.
Everyone in the stadium gotta suck my dick.
Yeah.
All 60,000 people in that stadium.
He didn't give a fuck about the score,
No.
the time, the weather. He's fucking crotch chopping.
I'm assuming that's from the Steelers game. He
Yeah.
didn't play last week, so...
He's telling the fucking everyone to blow him in the fucking whole stadium, pointing around.
There's kids
crotch
around,
chop.
grandparents, and he's just fucking getting his dick
That's
sucked.
another thing I want to say. If your kid is under the age of 12 or 13, do not take them to a fucking game. Nowadays, there's people that don't give a shit.
Fights.
Dude, fights and just...
Cussing.
You're not getting away from the vulgar language.
No, especially at a Ravens game.
Because
we got some shit going on.
Me and you
right
don't cuss.
now. No.
We're clean.
Yeah.
But
have to be.
But this guy... We can't cuss him here.
No.
This guy was just... He had to
He's
cuss
got
the
to
whole
screwing
time.
him out, just fucking chopping people
Chopping
up.
away at his fucking pee-pee.
Love that. Now, you have a story about 7-Eleven. I haven't heard it yet, but
Oh, it's a good one.
let's hear it.
I'll take a sip of this fucking orange shit.
Okay, you go ahead now. You told me about this on the way down here, so...
Now, I had recently told Mitch a story about... I drove home from work one night, and there was a guy on the side of the road taking a shit.
As one would.
With his balls touching the grass, and he was just squatting down with his jeans to his knees, shitting. In the middle of the night, it was like midnight. He's shitting on the side of the road in the grass. So the other night, I roll in, I park at 7-Eleven like I usually do, go in there, grab my beer, grab my dip, whatever I'm getting, some food. I come out, this guy is so fucked up on whatever. Either he's drunk or he's on some kind of gateway drug. I don't know what he was doing. His dick is out. He pulls his dick out in the middle of the street. I'm not kidding you. I swear to you. There's a 7-Eleven, there's a karate place, and there's a little cell phone joint over to the left here.
Fortnite lessons.
Yeah, if you, directional wise, this is the way you do it. He just pulls his dick out and is rubbing it against the glass of the fucking place.
I thought you were going to say cement for fucking...
No, he takes his dick and is squishing it against the fucking glass of the fucking cell phone place. I look at it like, dude, what are you doing?
Was it the same guy?
He says, I gotta take a piss. I said, You think the way you take a piss is by shoving your dick against glass? Same dude! Same guy! He just likes exposing himself. I said, dude, you're gonna hurt yourself!
No one ever taught him how to fucking use a bathroom.
He has no idea how to take a piss or shit.
He hasn't pissed in his whole life. He's probably, what, 40 years old?
No, and the best part is I went in after the shit thing, the cops were in 7-Eleven, it was late at night, I went in there, I said, hey guys, there's a guy on the whatever road, he's shitting on the side of the road. They go, oh, that's probably Chica, we'll take care of that. Sip their coffee, back in like nothing happened.
Whatever.
So I'm thinking they're gonna hear this shit and they're gonna laugh at it. They're not even gonna, come on, dude, let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
Like, what in the fuck is going on?
They're getting paid, what, 30 grand a year? They're not gonna go clean up shit. Fuck that.
Clean up.
I wouldn't either.
I'm telling you, I've never seen someone hit their dick so hard on something before. Dude, when I hear, you know that sound when you run into like a glass door?
So he just...
He took his pants down to his ankles and threw himself into the glass with his dick in his hand. I've never seen it. I've never seen it in my life. I swear to you. I looked at it and I was like, I gotta be in some kind of other...
You know what that reminds me of? That makes me sick to my gills.
What?
I swear it happens every time. Go to Orioles game. You're having a few beers, you know, you piss every 10 minutes, so you get some laps through the bathroom, so you expect to see some weird shit.
Yeah.
You walk in there, 50-year-old man's coming in right behind you. Walk up, pick your spot, take a piss. You hear a buckle unlock, and pants hit the ground. And 5 feet to your right, there's a man, a full-grown man with his pants around his ankles, taking a piss in a urinal.
With an ass like a wet blanket.
Why the fuck do people do that? I swear to God, I'm gonna do that when I'm 80 years old, though.
Oh, who gives a fuck at that point? What do you care?
Dick when I'm 80 years old.
What does anyone care at that point anyway? You're so old. I mean, you're fucking eating dirt at that point.
I just don't get it.
I'm just saying, I looked at that night and I thought I was in some other world. I didn't understand what I was looking at.
Bel Air, Maryland, keep in mind.
Yeah, Bel Air, Maryland.
This isn't, you know, LA.
No, we're not in Baltimore City.
Baltimore or any of that shit. This is a fucking rural town.
After 10 p.m. on weekdays, shit gets weird though.
It gets wild and weird. And apparently wet.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like a car accident. You can't help but look at it. You can't. It's like you know someone's dead, but you can't help but glance. You're like, oh, that's terrible, but let me look over there real quick.
Ugh.
I rubbernecked. I mean, shit I saw, I don't want to ever see again.
I would hope.
And he's got to be in some kind of rehabilitation for his cock. I mean,
he's gonna have some rashes,
dude.
cuts, burns.
He slung it against the fucking window.
Attaboy.
And I was like, dude, you gotta clean that glass, 'cause I don't know where this fucker's been. I mean, someone's gonna be leaning on it tomorrow and catch a little fucking dog water on their fucking cheek.
Unbelievable. Well, that being said, we're gonna head into fantasy of week 10. So last week was a little bit ugly. You know, I was feeling good, 2-0.
You're getting a little confident.
I was getting a little confident here. So.
And then you just dropped the soap. You dropped the soap hard.
I come in with Fitzpatrick, back-to-back weeks, you know.
Mistake.
Whatever. 21 points isn't the worst thing in the world.
And he didn't have a good game, so yeah. When you read that to me, I was surprised.
Yeah, me too. It was yard. He had like 400 yards that game. He had a
Nah, he didn't have 400.
Dude, he had like 350.
You did this last week. You did this last week. Remember when he had that game at 360? I was like, or
give me a quick
460?
reference here while I read these.
Okay, I'll get you.
So Fitz with 21, you know, it's decent for a quarterback. Whatever. Mike Williams on the Chargers. Chargers had a very weird game. We'll get into that in a little bit, but he had 0. No catches for him. He was active, played plenty of snaps, didn't catch a ball.
You were right. 406. You were
406.
Right. I'll give you that. He didn't have any touchdowns, though.
You know what it was?
Zero touchdowns.
Last week I was talking about this week. That's why I got confused.
You were skipping ahead.
Yeah.
Back to the future kind of shit.
Exactly.
2 interceptions, no picks. No touchdowns. 2 picks, no touchdowns.
With 400 yards, it's fine.
21 points. I mean, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
You get 400 yards and you don't get over 25 points?
Whatever. So Mike Williams was 0.
He got his ass fucked. He's about to explain it to you.
Tevin Coleman. Look, he's been playing pretty consistently. I was like, oh, they're playing the Browns. They'll have a breakout week. No, he had 5.
What'd I tell you?
And in my fantasy league, my actual fantasy league, I'm looking at David Johnson versus the Chiefs. David Johnson's been shitty all year.
I don't know what you were... He ain't been shitty. He's been good.
He's been okay. But
he's been consistent.
Tevin Coleman's been just as good, and I figure they're playing the Browns. He'll have a breakout week. I figured the Chiefs were going to beat the shit out of the Cardinals, so they're going to have to throw the ball against them.
Browns D.
Well, I was wrong. David Johnson had 25 points. I lose my fantasy game by 20 points. Tevin Coleman puts up 5 for me here. So,
Brown's D is not to be taken lightly.
That was a weird game.
Defensive coordinator is now their head coach, so he's preaching defense even more now.
And they have a good defense, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. And then I finished it off with Uzuma, who...
I don't know what you're doing.
Saints, Bengals, you're thinking shootout, and AJ Green's not in the game, so you're thinking Uzuma.
I'll tell you what.
You took Boyd yourself.
At this point,
And
right
Dalton.
now with us, with this tight end situation, we can take any tight end in the league. There's no because we do this to we're not gonna take Mahomes and Breeze.
These are
or
kind of
Goff,
like your
Goff and whatever. We're gonna take guys that are under the radar a little bit.
These are like your if you had a waiver, you
Yeah.
might pick someone up. These are the guys, not even waiver, but like if you're debating playing somebody or
your
something.
bench guys and someone's on the bye.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
Something like that.
But tight ends, you can pick anybody. I mean, look at Gronk. He's done shit. The only guy I wouldn't put on here is Kelsey. Because he's dominant week to week.
We probably won't take any Chiefs throughout this.
Nah,
because they're top three in every position in the league.
You got Kelsey, Hill, Hunt, and Mahomes, which
That's top three in every position.
there was a headline on Bleacher Report that someone broke fantasy because they have all four of those guys.
That's literally top three in every position.
Yeah,
Top three.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mahomes number one,
Hill's
number one, Hunt's number three,
and Kelsey's
Kelsey's number one.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got those four guys. You're fucking
That's
set.
unbelievable.
Don't even worry about that bye week. Their bye week.
Take a loss. You're gonna win every other week.
They already had a bye week, but they haven't had a bye week yet. They get the bye week
They're
this
about
week.
to, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Take the loss because you're gonna win the fucking league.
And then, so I had 28 points in total, which is pretty god awful.
That's the worst we've had in the last since we've been doing this. 28 is the
You
worst.
started out a little weak with Dalton and Boyd. You had the same thought as me, shootout.
Well, yeah.
Saints don't have the best defense. Dalton gets 11, Boyd gets 6. Pretty shitty. Chubbs, though, with 34 points. Hell of a
3 touchdowns, 200 yards rushing.
I mean, that's incredible for him against the Falcons. I mean, they don't have any defense, but
Their guys are all hurt.
34 points is a lot of points for a running back. And then you had Ebron with 3 touchdowns and
He had 24 points.
60 or 70 yards. So yeah, those were some good picks for you guys. I moved down to 2-1. Get a little kick in my ass. So.
Yeah. I want to say, like I said earlier, you dropped it so hard.
I did. Just like
Aaron Hernandez
just
style
like
before he got fucking
no.
before he took himself out.
Chuck and Larry style.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doug.
Kevin
Or
James.
Kevin, whatever you want to call him.
I hope he's listening to this. I know he's not, but please start, Kevin.
That's the goal. We're gonna get him on here one day.
Oh, that's the
That's
goal.
when we've made it. When we get Kevin James on here. So this week, you had 75. Don't want to.
75 to 28.
Which is impressive considering your quarterback and receiver.
I think that's the most points
I think
for
it's
me.
I think I had 78.
For me,
yeah, I think
for
that's
sure.
the most.
And the least points at all
Yeah,
for
so-
anybody is 28. Because you had a 0 and a 2. I mean, that really
Yeah,
fucked
that's
you.
rough. I've had a 0
You
2 weeks
told-
in a row now.
I had a 2 last week from Vance McDonald, and you said Vance McDonald with a dog shit 2. Well, Mike Williams had a
Ghostly 0.
0.
I'm bringing it back this week though. I got Mariota at quarterback. I got T.Y. Hilton at receiver. And then my this is my big one. This is my one that I'm confident in. Is Alex Collins.
You took Alex Collins, okay.
We don't know if Joe's playing.
We don't know.
If Lamar's in there, we're going to see a lot of work out of Collins and Buck. So
I think we're going to see more work out of Ty Montgomery than anybody. If Collins
it's going to
is
be
in
a mix, but
there. I'm telling you right now, Ty Montgomery this week will have a touchdown.
okay.
He will have a touchdown.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm not predicting our game at all. I'm not being that fucking dumb. I'm not stupid because it's the Ravens. We don't have a line on that game yet either.
No
That's the
line.
only game we don't have a line on because of the quarterback situation. So
Which I mean,
it's a
I'm
big
a little
deal.
biased, but if you ask me, it doesn't matter who the fuck plays quarterback.
Well, you last week said if Lamar plays, we're losing for sure. If Joe plays, we have a chance. You don't like Joe, but we're a more solid offense.
I think Lamar's not very good either.
We have a more solid offense with Joey. You know what we're getting. You know what you're getting out of it. I mean, you're getting
average.
but we're not.
If your defense plays good, you'll win the game. That's basically the Ravens this year. If we have a good defensive game, we can put up 20 points every game. But if your defense lets up 40, then you're out of luck. So yeah, down to Collins, and then I took Ertz. I mean,
that's another one that's unfair.
it's a little unfair.
I'll give you that one because he's a second tight end right now.
He is
behind Kelsey.
But then you're coming in with Ebron, who's the third. So
Is he?
yeah, he's number 3. But I mean, what options do you have?
Like I said earlier, the only one I'm not taking us away from is Kelsey.
I mean,
I'll give you anybody.
Every week we try and take someone who's kind of an oddball.
can't tight
They
end.
get 3 points.
We
Like,
said
what the
this.
fuck?
We probably said this 7 times at least. Next year, if you're doing fantasy,
Make him a flex.
don't bother with the
2
tight end.
flexes or just one.
Don't
flex
bother with
for
the tight end because, for fuck's sake, Gronk could retire after this year. He's talked about it
Surprised he
last
didn't,
year, so
honestly.
he might retire this year. He's been hurt again. He might be gone. Jimmy Graham, he's with one of the best offenses in the league. He's got the best quarterback, I think, in the league right now. Currently, all-around talent, best quarterback. Just
And he's
mind
Graham's
for the
doing-
game.
Graham's doing well.
So,
He's not
and
great.
he's not doing,
Yeah.
lights out. So he's not doing what he did with the Saints.
Yeah. Then you got Eli in there, which I like that a little bit.
Playing Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
I
Tampa
like
Bay
that.
is pretty shitty right now, and the Giants look pretty good on Monday night.
They did look good. Eli looked fucking good too.
Yeah.
That's why I took him. I think him and Odell and Shepard are getting some chemistry.
They have a good team. I've been saying that
Their
all year.
offense is okay. They have no line. They have a good offense. What's his name is hurt. Evan Ingram. That fucked them. Their tight end. Their defense is shit. They just got rid of Eli Apple. They have Jenkins. They have
JPP's gone.
he went to Tampa Bay.
Vernon's still there.
That's it. They got nobody else. Damon Harrison got traded back
Harrison's
to.
gone.
He got traded. I can't remember who he got traded to. But he got traded away.
Yeah,
He's gone. I think the Lions got him.
Lions. I think you're right. Yeah, because they gave up Tate, got Harrison.
Yeah, so they got nobody. I mean, their line is fucked.
Yeah.
They got nobody up front. So I like Eli to have a good day. Some passes to Barkley, some passes to Odell and Shepard.
Then you got Scantling on here. That's a good pick. I mean,
Cobb and Allison.
he's got to be the best number 3 receiver we've seen in a long time.
And he's their number 2 this week because Cobb and Allison aren't playing.
100%.
Well, Allison's out for a long time.
Cobb's been questionable for the last 4 years, so who knows?
Another guy who probably won't be on their team next year. His career will go like Jordy Nelson's did.
Yeah.
A little
Which I
sooner,
feel bad
though.
for Jordy. Because
I feel bad for both of them. I mean, Cobb's riddled with injuries, but Jordy is. I mean, he's got to be.
He's just on a shitty team. Man.
He's a
That's
good
all it is.
receiver. He's a really good receiver. He could have been, in the run for a Hall of Fame career if he stayed with Green Bay.
Absolutely.
But
and then, you got Aaron Jones, another Packer. He's been playing very well.
Seattle's defense, run defense is not what it was. They don't have the guys up front. They don't have the
Not at all.
linebackers. I like Aaron Jones. I like him to have 100 yards total and a touchdown.
Yep.
And Ebron, of course,
Like we said, Ebron again.
touchdown. I need it.
At least a touchdown.
You need 60 yards or a touchdown from a tight end. That's all you can ask for nowadays. That's
Yep,
it.
really.
Fantasy.
Fantasy's over with. Let's get into week 10. So we started out on Thursday with the Steelers beating the Panthers 52-21. I mean, wow. I knew the Panthers sucked, but I didn't think the Steelers were going to beat them that bad. I mean, really, the Steelers show up on these Thursday night games, and these Monday nights, Sunday night, these
Tell you
weird
what,
games, and they
dude,
beat the shit out of people.
The Panthers drove down the field in the first drive. I didn't watch the game,
Yeah.
but I heard about it.
The first. I want to say when I checked the game, because I went out that night. I want to say there was 9 minutes left in the first quarter, and it was 14-7.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was weird to
So
start.
within
The
the first-
offense wasn't the problem for the Panthers at all. They had more time possession. They had the same amount of yards coming out of halftime, pretty much.
Yeah.
They were up 7-0. They drove right down the field, got a touchdown. And then the Steelers, I mean, first play from the first fucking play on offense, they had a 75-yard touchdown to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Love it.
Shot it right up their fucking sphincter. I
Love
mean,
it.
right up there. Tickled their colon with it. I mean, rough.
And like I said about all these R teams, the Raiders, Real Madrid, the Rockets has been added to that list because that night I took the Steelers
The Ravens.
and the Rockets, a little parlay. Fuck the Rockets, dude. They turned the ball over 11 consecutive times.
98-80.
Without scoring.
That was the game, right?
Yeah.
OKC, 98-80.
They turned the ball over 11 consecutive times.
That was what on?
That was the same night. It was Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Yeah. And they got their ass kicked, and I lost because of that shit. So
We'll cover
Fuck the
more
Rockets,
NBA as we go on here.
yeah, we're getting to the end of football here.
Hockey, you're gonna see more hockey and soccer and
Stuff like that throughout the winter, but we're gonna abuse this NFL while we got it.
Yeah,
That's what
because-
everybody loves.
oh yeah.
Uh,
We're starting to wonder why with these scores. but-
yeah, right. It's been a shit show. I mean, unless you're a Chiefs Rams fan,
Saints.
Chargers, that's about it.
No.
Patriots fans just got their shit rocked.
Patriots fans just were underneath of somebody who had the Mexican shits and just opened their asshole and just dropped a fucking doogie on them.
Oh God, that's just fucking pleasant, isn't it? So yeah, the Titans 34, the Patriots had 10. I mean, what the fuck? That's unbelievable. And in the back of my head, that whole time, I knew it was a trap game. They were -7. It was too easy of a line, too tasty of a line. The Titans are such a weird team this year. They beat good teams, they lose, they get their asses kicked by the Ravens who suck. And that goes for the whole league. The whole league is just random.
I want to preface this by saying that Vegas lost 10 mil the week before, on the weekend, on Sunday.
10 mil?
10 mil. They lost $10 million.
Oh, 10 million.
They won at least triple that back this week because the Patriots lost, the fucking
The Falcons lost?
The Falcons lost to the Browns. The Eagles lost to the Cowboys.
That's a good point.
And another one that a lot of people had was the Bucks and the Skins. So and the Jets. The Jets shit the fucking bed versus the Bills.
That was weird, man.
So I mean, Vegas knows what the fuck they're doing here, and you know, is it fixed? Is it not?
Who cares?
We're
gonna watch it either way.
We are, because it sure as hell fucking seems like it. I mean, I don't believe that obviously, but come on with these fucking games. 34-10 to the Patriots. Tom Brady, I watched him throw the ball. I watched most of that game.
He cannot throw the ball.
That was a headline. Tom Brady arm is toast.
It is
done.
And he wants to play another 5 years. I don't see how.
Buddy, you got kids. You got a model wife.
Go
the fuck home and fuck her and leave us out of it. I'm tired of watching this fucking garbage. Oh, we can't get the ball to ground. You got Gordon, you got fucking Hogan, you got Edelman, you got James White, you got Gronkowski.
Sony Michel.
You're a fucking pussy. His arm, it looks like a fucking mascot throwing the ball, the way he releases it. Like a fucking chicken. Oh, I'm going to release it here. He threw at least 6 ducks.
Yeah.
6 ducks he threw. I'm looking at the screen, I'm going, dude, 3rd and 5. They can't convert a 3rd and fucking 5, a 3rd and 7.
They've been terrible on 3rd down.
Terrible on 3rd down. The percentage was terrible. It made me sick. I'd like to throw the fuck up watching that game.
Brady looked like so helpless. He couldn't do anything.
You know what? I'd like to meet him, and I'd like to fucking punch him in his fucking face, because I can't stand him. I want to stick one of his Ugg boots in his fucking mouth.
The craziest thing is he's going to go down as the best quarterback ever.
Which,
for now.
Wait on it.
We'll see.
I'll be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? And you might get a little angry at this. I think I would take Drew Brees over him.
I was going to say that. If Brees wins at least one, if not 2 more Super Bowls, which I think they have a great chance this year to win one. I think if he wins one more, then they're right in the contention with each other because Brady's won a lot more. But look at the teams he's had.
I got 1 point for you here, and it's a huge point. You look at Brees' weapons, you look at Brady's.
Well, exactly.
Look at Brees' receivers. He made Marcus Colston an animal. He made Devery Henderson an animal.
And rest in peace, Dez.
Yeah, fuck him.
You know,
Michael Thomas is a beast. Cooks was a beast. He still is. Brady has had Deion Branch twice. He's had Randy Moss. He's had Gronkowski. He's had Julian Edelman. Hernandez is an animal. He's had Wes Welker. He's had a ton of guys on that team. Yeah. And his line has always been the best. Mm-hmm. The best line in the league. Like Peyton's. The best line in the fucking league.
And the thing with him is he doesn't even need a good line because his releases, they play like assholes.
Drew Brees is, if you watch, when Brady gets rushed, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
I totally forgot about this till right now. Brady caught a pass this week.
Yeah, well.
And he ate shit doing it too. He tripped over his goofy fucking Under Armour taped up shoes that he wears every week.
It's like he was wearing clown shoes. I mean, what the fuck are you? 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down.
No. It was 3rd down, then it went for a 4th. It was 3rd down, like, I think 9 or like 8.
It was 7, I think.
Something around that area. What the fuck are you doing throwing him the ball? Oh, we need a 1st down. Let's get it to our trusted receiver, Tom Brady. He's better at catching jizz on his fucking chin than catching balls.
Yes.
I hate that fucker. I'll tell you what right now. I take Rodgers right now. I take Brees over him. Dude, I'd fucking take Mahomes over him right now.
Mahomes is going to be very good, man.
Guess what? Their line isn't what it was. His arm has as much worth as an ashtray on a motorcycle.
Their defense is pathetic. Dante Hightower.
Their defense doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with the offense. He looks like shit. He has looked like shit most of the year. His stats aren't great, dude. They're not.
They're not that good this year.
I mean, he looks like a fucking douchebag out
One
there.
positive takeaway from the Patriots would be Dante Hightower. He's their best player this year.
He'll be gone. They are wasting his years. They are surrounding him with a bunch of shitheads.
Yeah. They gave Jamie Collins away.
You got Howard. Hightower. Who else you got on defense? Name one player.
Gilmore. That's it.
Okay, you got Gilmore. You got fucking Shelton up front, who must weigh 400 pounds. I mean, he is a fat motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
You got our old boy here. We had on the fucking Ravens, Lawrence Guy. He's on there.
Okay.
He is one of their best players, and he was a good player with us. Other than that, you look around and you got nobody.
Not much.
Butler's gone. Logan Ryan's gone. McCourty. They got the McCourty brothers.
They got the McCourty brothers.
I mean,
whatever. We're spending too much time on this 34 to 10.
I'm
game.
sorry, but it pisses me off.
I know. Basically, what we're saying is the Patriots are in trouble. People are still considering them Super Bowl candidates. There's way too many teams.
We don't have a
strong
time limit here. Don't tell. We're not spending too much time on anything. There's no time limit.
It's a 34 to 10 game, and the Patriots.
There's a bigger story because there's still some people Super Bowl picking. That pisses me off.
I know, that is ridiculous because there's some strong teams this year, and they are not one of them. Next up, we got the Colts versus the Jaguars, and the Jags put up 26 points. I guess you can take away from this game. That's the big news of that game.
They should have won the fucking game. They had every opportunity to. I mean, Bortles. I can't understand Jacksonville as an organization. This is the team that had the seats covered with a fucking thing because they didn't want to see everybody that was blacked out.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough fans. He sucks. Fournette is the only positive that come from this game. He had a huge game. He had 2 touchdowns. Other than that, that team's pissed.
Yeah,
this is the team that beat Pittsburgh in the playoffs last year in the divisional round.
It's rough.
What the fuck happened?
Ebron.
You got Jalen Ram. You have all the guys still. What are you doing?
Ebron had a game.
He did have a game.
That's about it.
Luck's playing well.
He is playing well, and I hope they surround him before he gets injured again or something happens to him because I still think he's got potential. I still think he's got potential, man, and then he needs to make his years count because he might not have that many the way he plays.
These games are pissing me off. I mean, they just.
Well, let's get more pissed off. The Bills scored 41 fucking points against the Jets. The Jets. You loved them early. I liked them.
You still like them.
I still like them.
Versus the Bills?
How can you not take that game against a third-string quarterback when the first 2 stringers are high school players? The third guy must be shit, but no. They scored 41 points. I mean, what the fuck? That's a flip of a coin. You close your eyes and walk across the highway, a 25-lane highway, and you have better odds of crossing the street than fucking these guys winning this game.
You're playing against a team that is a name for the thing that Le'Veon Bell can no longer pay is the Bills.
The Bills. They can't pay the Bills.
He lost $14 million this year.
No. We have a guy walk off the field on the Bills this year and quit football.
Dante Davis. It's just not for me anymore. I like sucking cock now. What a fucking dick. I mean, wake up, dicks. The Jets. Darnold, I'll tell you what, didn't play. McCown. I've seen him do some crazy shit. Versus the Ravens. He puts up numbers. He's like fucking Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
He is like the second Fitzpatrick. He wakes up. He comes out of this fucking hibernation he's been in and he plays well.
Doesn't make any sense.
Can you name a player on the Bills defense?
No, I don't think I can. Vontae would have been the one, but he's gone.
I got one for you. Kyle Williams.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Well, there you go. That's about all.
I
think I'm more impressed with the 41 points.
I'm gonna gag myself. I mean, that's pathetic.
I
am impressed by that, but you see the way they scored it? It makes a lot of turnovers, bro. McCoy went the fuck off. He did.
He did, finally.
He went off. He had a good game. I didn't fucking play him in my fantasy team, my fantasy league. I didn't put him in.
Why would you?
He hadn't had a good week. I mean, he's been inconsistent. He's been hurt and he's been not hurt. I mean,
it's a joke. We got the Saints and the Bengals this game. Oh, timeout.
Can we just talk about something? This is a live thing going on right now. This is a Wednesday night. This is coming out on Thursday, most likely. I'm enamored by something here I've never seen before, and I have some doo-doo in my pants. The Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks beat. They were +5. They were getting 5. They beat the Jazz, the Utah Jazz, 118 to get ready for it, folks. 68.
Well, that's only 50 points.
50 points. They beat them by 50. These fucking dicks had 22 points in the second half, 13 in the third, and 9 in the fourth.
9 in 15 minutes.
I mean, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand it.
Whatever bet you want to make, take the opposite.
Well, it's not true because the Celtics covered, OKC covered, the Wizards covered. I don't understand. I really truly don't get it how the Jazz are a good team.
Yeah,
what the fuck are they doing? Everyone played. There's no injuries.
Weird.
We're in NFL here, but I'm sorry. The Mavericks just took a gloppy shit all over Utah, and now that's if anybody sees that, you can't bet on NBA anymore this year. You're done. See ya.
And that's the same thing that just happened in the Saints game.
I guess
they took a shit on them.
They got the period, maybe. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm puzzled.
They shit on the Bengals, 51-14.
That was expected. This wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm sorry. We're dragging into this, but I'm fucking.
There's not much to say about the Saints
I'm
game.
violently ill at this point.
Ingram played well. That's all I can say about that game. Chiefs 26, Cardinals 14. Closer than we would have expected.
Oh, way closer.
Was that the highest spread of the year? I think
It was
17.
16. It was 16.5 or 17. Yeah.
Wherever you got it. They only won by 12.
Which I would have never. That was a first half game to take it covered.
Yeah, it did. Weird score, but Chiefs are still rolling, so whatever. Not a big deal. Skins 16, Bucks 3.
This proves my point. The
Yeah.
Skins defense is for real, man. It is.
You can say
You
that.
got a guy who put up 406 yards and couldn't get in the fucking end zone, dude. I don't give a fuck who the quarterback is. He had 406 and didn't get in the end zone.
That is true. I mean,
And by the way, who's their running back? Bill Sims, fucking Perry Mayway. Their running backs don't exist on Tampa
they
Bay.
have Barber.
I know who their fucking running back is.
Tiki Barber's.
I'm saying, dude, they are pathetic.
Yeah, they're not very good this year.
I mean, they have LeGarrette Blount.
I'll tell you what, Mike Evans needs to get the fuck off that team.
So does Deshaun Jackson.
Before
They had LeGarrette Blount, who was a beast with them.
the
Then they
Bucks.
had, that's where he started his career. Then they had Doug Martin, who was
Good, and it's
a beast.
It is the only good thing to take away from the Raiders right now. Is he is playing well.
I'm not taking away anything good from those fucking pieces
I know
of
it's
shit.
hard. It's hard to see anything good out of that team, but he is playing well. That Bucks game, who the fuck? I mean, that was a shitty game. Regardless, 16-3 is pretty fucking awful.
The Redskins are winning in multiple ways, though, man. I'm telling, and they got 2-game lead on the division.
Stop.
I'm sorry, but they do, and that's a team. That's a team. If I'm any other team in the NFC, the Skins are a team I don't want to fucking see. Just because of how weird they are. You don't know what you're gonna expect. Their defense is playing so goddamn good. You got Norman, Clitt, and Dix. You got Kerrigan.
They have a good defense.
They have a good defense, and their pass rush is pretty good. Peterson's there.
But
Peterson didn't even do well.
You know what's crazy? We saw Dez make a move. We saw Golden Tate make a move. Brandon Marshall made a move.
Well, Marshall was recent. He didn't play. He wasn't there yet.
But we're seeing these receiver moves. The Redskins are having a good year. Why don't they have a receiver?
Tell you what.
Why did they
I looked today at Crowder and Doxson today on fantasy. Their stats. I mean, they're pissed. I mean, they don't have a week over. I think one of them has a week over 10. That's it. One of them.
And Alex Smith isn't the worst quarterback. I mean, he's decent.
He's yet to eclipse 250.
Yeah, I mean, but look who he's throwing the ball to. Jordan Reed is
their receiver
guy. And, I mean, they had plenty of options in free agency. If they really wanted to be a contender, they should have picked somebody else.
They dominate with defense, time of possession, and they just milk the shit.
Yeah.
They milk the shit.
That's why you're seeing 16-3 and not 32-12 or whatever.
If you showed me Fitzpatrick's stats, just the yards, and you told me Redskins didn't allow a touchdown, I'd have said there's no fucking way.
Yeah, that is weird. I know he threw one red zone pick. I don't know what the other one was, but
He just throws picks. He
does.
loves it. Dude,
he's a slinger.
That pick,
you can't complain about
that pick was awesome too, by the way.
Oh, the Norman pick.
That
Very
was-
good.
that was-
Very good catch.
Very good.
He pretty
Fuck
much-
are you, a professor? Very good essay. I liked it.
He landed so hard on his fucking back, I didn't think he was going to get up. But that was a hell of a catch. Bears 34, Lions 22.
They were blowing them the fuck out.
Bears are
Lions started coming
Bears
back.
are good this year.
Don't know.
They're a good team, man. I mean, Robinson, good receiver.
He's out. He's hurt.
I know, but good receiver. Howard and Cohen.
He's been sleepwalking through the season until the last 2 weeks. He's been sleepwalking.
Well, Trubisky's also been going off too. No, the Lions' defense is nothing to write home about, but that still was a good win, 34-22. That's pretty good.
Word he loses his job.
Who's that?
Patricia.
I'm not worried about it because I don't give a fuck
No,
about
there's
that
word.
Patriot queer. But
There's word he's losing his job.
oh yeah. You're worried.
No, I don't give a flying fuck about that fat fuck.
If he falls off a bridge too the same day. But you know, whatever.
Lands on a cactus.
Oh God.
Anal first.
That's first, yeah.
Yeah. Problem is with that team, their defenses have been good since I think 16-15 the year. 16-15.
Bears or the Lions?
Lions.
Oh, Bears have always had a good defense.
Their defense is just shit. They got Slay. They got Harrison now. They got.
Nada's gone, I believe.
He's with the Eagles. There's no fucking guys there. You're like, they need a pass rusher, they need a linebacker, they need a corner. I mean, they need a safety. They need every fucking draft defense. You got Galladay, you got Jones. You don't need Tate. You got rid of him. He's a good receiver. You got Kerryon Johnson is a good running back. He's gonna be their franchise running back. He's a beast. Stafford
He's good.
is good with what you give him. He's not the best quarterback. He's an average quarterback. I think.
They gave Tate away, right?
Tate's gone with the Eagles.
Okay, so yeah, they still have Marvin.
He's hurt though.
Galloway or Callaway or
Galladay.
whatever.
They got Galladay and they got Marvin Jones and they got their tight end. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
They've had Pettigrew, they've had Ebron. Again, they got fucked by Calvin Pussy Johnson saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm done.
Whatever.
At 32 years old, you know what, I've had enough.
Whatever.
Go fuck yourself, Calvin.
Browns beat the Falcons.
Are you surprised?
Baker Mayfield woke up.
By the way, our picks, hold on, I'll get to you.
Sure.
Our picks last week sucked. We picked games, they're terrible. We fucked
We did
up.
not do well.
Who the fuck did? Got it, carrier. They're
Baker
terrible.
Mayfield woke up and said, I feel dangerous today. That's what his post-game interview, that's how he started it out. Which, he's a love-hate guy. I mean, I don't mind him, but...
I like him. He brings a fire to that organization that they fucking need. Chubb went the fuck off though.
He had a hell of a
Chubby. He gave, like I picked him, so he gave me a hell of a
You
chubby.
know what? Baker Mayfield reminds me of Johnny Manziel, but he can actually play. He's an arrogant, young, but he's actually good.
There's no news coming out about him with, bullshit.
Oh yeah,
He's taller than him. He's better than him. He throws the ball better than him.
The Josh Gordon move still makes no sense to me personally.
They were just fed up with him. I'll tell you what, I wonder if Jackson had got fired, that still would have happened, probably. But he's with Cincinnati now.
Jackson.
Hugh Jackson, they hired him as an assistant in Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, they definitely need an assistant because.
So he stays in the state of
Lewis is a
he stays in the state of Ohio, but moves over to Cincinnati. Isn't that odd?
That's a shitty life he lives.
Tell you what, I mean that state is like a puddle of fucking cold piss, but
Goodness gracious.
he's got a job right away.
Yeah.
He's a good mind.
He's a coach.
He
He's
should
just
be a head coach.
Not a head coach.
It's
No.
like Josh McDaniels. These guys are meant for one thing only. Fuck them.
Next up, we got the Chargers Raiders. Chargers play bad teams well. They did not do that this week. They had a few pointless drives there, 3 and outs.
They played them well enough, man.
They played them good enough, but I had a lot on that game. The -9.5 full game and -3 in the second half. And these assholes. This game is pretty much over. There's 30 seconds on the clock? Maybe 40 seconds on the clock. No timeouts for the Raiders. But the Raiders are, 1-7, 1-8. So they're going to come down and throw the ball and try and score just for the hell of it. Whatever. And as any team would in that situation. But the Chargers are holding them. They got a sack. They stopped them in the backfield. But that wasn't good enough. They decided to be complete dicks and get 3 personal fouls in one drive.
Well, 2 of them were bullshit.
The one was really bad.
The refs were trying to fling their dicks out like Chico did.
Yeah. Look, after the first one, do you see the physicality and all? Like, people were starting to fucking fight each other and shit. The Raiders shouldn't need the ball. After the first personal foul, the Raiders shouldn't need the ball. They had no chance of winning the game, and all it was doing was causing shit.
I'm gonna go from a different angle. The refs at that point, why?
Yeah, right. That too.
Tell them to just relax.
Yeah, you're just slowing. You're just prolonging the inevitable. Like,
you're throwing your dick out there. I'm gonna make this call.
I'm here. I'm still reffing.
Fuck you.
But I was shitting myself watching that game because I had a -10. They were only winning by 14, and they gave up 45 yards in penalties in the last 30 seconds of the game. So I was not happy.
I tell you what.
I was not happy.
We'll get to it here in a second.
Yeah. Next up, Packers-Dolphins. The Packers started a little slow, but that game pretty much went expected. They won by, 19 there? I mean, what can you say?
That was a game where I really didn't even look to the end of it. I was like, you know
we
what?
didn't watch much of that game.
I don't think I watched any of it.
You didn't need to. So yeah, Rams 36, Seahawks 31. Now the Rams are probably the only.
You know what that's for?
The Rams are probably the only 9-1 team with a point differential that low. They've had 2 blowouts all year, but every other game's 3, 5, 7 points. You know, and to be ranked the #1 team in the NFL, these Seahawks aren't that good. To be within 5 points is kind of crazy.
Me and you have pretty much watched every fucking game all year so far.
Yeah.
Together. I mean, we watched all this shit, for the podcast for whatever reason. We're watching these games and we're seeing all this shit happen together. That team, to me, is their coach is creating so many opportunities with the fake shit and the bullshit.
Oh my god, their coach is incredible.
He is. He fucked up
He's
versus the Saints.
He did.
He fucked them. He admitted it.
This is a bigger game than the Saints game.
To me, that team is still not there. Their defense isn't there. Cooper Kupp's out for the year, just tore his ACL.
Yeah, that's a big one.
He's done. So they got Cooks and Woods now. And after that...
But I mean...
okay, well, that's fine.
And they were getting Higbee involved.
You got Gurley.
They were getting Higbee involved.
But think about the stats Gurley's put up. Think about all those stats he's put up.
Yeah.
And yet, that is still... They don't dominate time of possession.
They run the ball. They play quick.
But that could hurt them. I mean, you got a team like the Saints who dominates time of possession, and
against the Seahawks, I guess that's okay to do, but against a team like the Saints, it's kind of risky. You don't want them having the ball.
My thing is I don't think they're not even in my top 4 to win the Super Bowl this year. They're not. Their defense is too fucked. You have Sue and Donald up front. Great. Donald's the best.
Fowler's up there now. He had a fumble.
He did have a fumble. Yeah, he did. Donald is the best defensive lineman in the league, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, he's the best defensive player in the league right this year. He's got the most sacks. He's got forced fumbles. Their safeties or corners, their linebackers are dog shit.
Yeah. I mean, Peters is good, but they don't have a safety, so he's not. He's a product of the system, and he's very good in the right system, but they don't have a system set up for him, so he's playing like shit.
Here's my thing. You get a good defensive lineman, you run up against a great line. A great offensive line. Those guys are in the NFL too. Then you're holding those guys. You're double teaming Donald. You got a guy who can take care of Sue, one guy. Yeah. And then you got these corners and safeties who have 3-4 seconds. They're not holding them.
No.
They're gonna get beat. That's how you beat the Rams. You get a good enough line together. You double team Donald. Maybe some guy can take him one-on-one. There's a lineman in the league can take him one-on-one. There is.
Not consistently, not the whole game.
There's definitely a lineman that can take him one-on-one. Marshall Yonda can take him one-on-one.
Not the whole game.
Well,
you
don't need him the whole game. You don't need him the whole game.
Easy.
Their defense sucks, so you don't need him the whole game. Their corners, their safeties. Peters is not what he once was. He sucks. He's not good. He's not a top 20 corner.
It's not that he wants not. It's not that he's not what he once was. It's the system.
No, with the defensive line you just said, Fowler, Sue, that's the best defensive line I've ever heard in the last 10 years.
But it's not about that. It's about the safeties. Because he had Barry behind him.
You don't need safeties with that line now.
But it's
not
how he plays. He's a guessing corner, so if he gets beat...
No one comes in the league as a guessing corner. You don't come in...
That's why he had the most interceptions last year.
1 year.
That's why.
1 year. That was not last year.
2 years
1 year. 1 year.
But that's why he did it. Is because that's the kind of player he is.
Barry wasn't even in the league, I don't think. He was out with cancer.
No, they were there together.
I don't think so.
Peters had 8. I think Barry had 6 that year. But yeah, I mean...
You defend him for some reason, he sucks. Look at the stats. Look at the plays.
I just said he sucks.
And it's not... You're making excuses for him. Oh, no. He gets beat off the line of scrimmage. It has nothing to do... There's coverages. You go in dime, if you go man-to-man...
Sure.
He's on a guy. There's no safety help. You're in the NFL. You have to be able to defend yourself. You think fucking Champ Bailey, when he was in his prime, was like, oh, Well, there was no safety over my head. I just fucked. No, you cover one-on-one. Richard Sherman, I hate his guts, but he still covers one-on-one. Aggressive as shit. Peters is not aggressive. He's aggressive with the flags he throws in the fucking stands and the refs throw them at him.
If they get a safety, we'll see if he can come back from this season. But in my opinion, it's a product of the system. We'll see though. If they ever get a safety or if he goes anywhere.
They don't need a safety at that line. That's what I'm trying to tell you here.
I know what
Donald,
you're
Sue,
saying. I
and
know what you're
Fowler.
saying.
I mean, come on now, dude.
Well, next up, Sunday night game. Cowboys won. Surprisingly, I took the Cowboys plus 10. I think that was the line. It was 10 or 7.
You had them plus 21 in the teaser.
Yeah, I teased it, so it was plus 10 and a half. And then I took them plus 21 in my teaser. They wound up winning the game, which is a huge shock to everybody. I mean, they're a weird team. They should be winning more games than they have been.
Wait to hear this
But,
shit.
and I'm not a big fan of the Eagles this year. They haven't impressed me once.
No.
Not
I don't know
once.
what the fuck they're doing. I really don't get it. I got this, guy, these people fuckers come in, oh, happy, the Cowboys won on Sunday. Hey, how you doing? Looking at me like, hey, their eye contact is noon. Hey, we won, you guys suck. No. I want to say this for the last fucking time I'm ever going to say it. Dak Prescott sucks. He is not a good quarterback. He sucks so bad. He sucks more dick than Elton John. He is so fucking bad.
Rocket Man.
I love Elton John, but I mean, come on. I mean, you suck. Cooper, the Eagles, fuck Cooper.
He's been playing well.
He sucks. He can't catch the ball. He's very sporadic. He's whatever. Cole Beasley weighs less than me and you. I mean,
he's a little Edelman type guy though, just not on that level.
Hence the little part.
Yeah.
You got Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott.
Top 5 running back.
Not this year.
Whether his stats or not, talent-wise, he's a top 5 guy.
No, he's not.
Oh, come on.
Kareem Hunt, better than him, talent-wise.
No, wrong.
Ingram, better than him.
Wrong.
I mean, Melvin Gordon,
Correct.
excuse me. Kamara, talent-wise, better than him. Barkley, better than him.
To be seen. But yes, he's a big
This year I'm putting McCaffrey before fucking Elliott.
No.
Because his stats show it.
No.
I mean, no, his stats show it.
It's Gurley,
Kamara,
Gordon.
Hunt.
No.
Hunt, Barkley, yes. That's what it is.
Hunt's not anywhere near my top 5. His stats are incredible.
Not anywhere near.
His stats are incredible.
Not anywhere near.
But he's not.
What are you, hitting the meth pipe? What do you mean not anywhere near? You hallucinating here?
His stats, yes.
Wait a minute, you're in Dallas right now, you're hallucinating. Get the fuck out of here, he's not anywhere near your top 5. Where is he at then? Is he your top 10?
Probably 8.
So he's near your top 5? Come on, with this shit. Elliott is not the top 5 this year, he's not. He's just not.
It's not talent-wise, though. It's the system.
You in the system. Are you a coordinator? Are you a coach?
I am.
You're not. You're not. The systems. You don't even know the systems.
He had 2 touchdowns this week.
Do you know what the system is?
He did.
He doesn't have the best line anymore.
Exactly.
So Kamara and Gurley do?
And they don't have any
No!
receivers. Well,
You just said they had Cooper. You're contradicting yourself, dickhead. Okay, listen to me right now.
better.
Gurley's line is not great. Saints line, Armstead just went down. That line is not great.
That's a big loss for them.
The Chiefs line is not great. No. Elliott is not in the top 5 this year. He fell off. Him and his little, beating up women shit got to him. He needs to go fuck himself.
No, he's top 5.
No, he's not. He's not top 5.
The only one that fell off and is not top 5 is David Johnson. He's sunken like a shit in an ocean. He is not good.
He's got as many points as Elliott, I think.
It just shows as he
What shows
Zeke gets 6 yards a carry every carry. You can't say that about many guys.
Zeke's a good running back. He is, but this year he's not top 5. It's the stats prove it.
Statistically, no. So yeah, you're right. I'll give.
That's what we run the fucking league off of, is statistics.
Fine, sure.
If I won fantasy on anything with statistics, can you imagine?
Yeah.
That guy wore the best cleats this week.
Yeah.
That guy had the best juke move.
What a
Come on,
dick.
wake up.
All right, so let's get into this Monday night game. Giants 27, 49ers 23.
You got me.
Yeah.
Controversial pick. You got me there.
2 straight.
They were fucking due.
And that wasn't an easy win by any means, by the way.
They won on the last drive. They came down 50
yeah.
seconds left and scored a touchdown. Sterling Shepard scored a touchdown. Eli made a hell of a throw.
He did.
He finally woke the fuck up. Still no line for him, and he's like Russell Wilson. Those two guys do not get an offensive line.
No. I don't know why either. I mean, he's got the receiver, got the running back.
Eli, especially, he's got 2 Super Bowls. That fucker should have an offensive line every year.
He should.
I'm not comparing him to Peyton or anything like an idiot, but he's got 2 Super Bowls. He's got as many as Peyton does.
He does.
So, what do you play for? The Super Bowl. So get him a fucking line. I mean, come on.
They have the offensive weapons.
They don't have defense.
They have a defense they can build on, though. They have, 2 or 3 guys, but they get a few more.
Jenkins isn't what he was. He sucks. He's another one who sucks.
Oh, Christ.
You don't watch that. You don't understand this. You got to look at the stats. He's not good. He is not performing well.
No.
Safety is so much easier to play than corner.
Mm-hmm.
And he sucks. Look at the scores of the game.
Safety.
I'm saying they don't have any safeties, okay?
Yeah,
Listen
exactly.
to me, they have no safeties. Jenkins, where was he at when he was good? When he thought he was good? Who were the safeties?
No one good.
Why is he shit now?
I don't know.
Okay, so
Their shit.
and now they got rid of Eli Apple, so they're already. I mean, obviously they're in selling mode. Their record blows.
Oh, yeah,
so they threw, whatever. They're not making the playoffs.
They have a potential though.
They're in the position where you need to stop. Take Eli the fuck out of the game. Put your third string in. Lose some games. Go 2-14. Go 4-12. Get a good draft pick.
We don't have one here, so we're not going to get to talk about them. The Raiders might be doing the smart thing. They have 3 first-round
Well,
draft
that's
picks.
I wanted to get into that earlier. They might know what the fuck they're doing here. They have 4. No, they have 3. They have 3 first-round picks, and they have, I think, a second and they have 2 seconds and a. They have 11. They have 11 picks in the first round.
Yeah.
11
Wait, the
fucking.
first round.
No, they have
First 3. They have 3 picks in the first round.
They're
gonna have the number 1 pick.
I don't know. The thing was on ESPN the other day. There's like 3 categories. They had all stacked next to each other. I know they have 3 picks in the first fucking round.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So they're in the bottom. They're in the bottom 4. They're gonna have at least top 4 pick.
Oh yeah, they'll probably
Top
have
4
the
pick.
number 1. They'll probably have the
Probably, I would say. I mean, unless
They're
the Giants
the only
or
team with 1 win left, right? I believe Giants got a 2nd win.
Cardinals.
Cardinals won. No, they didn't. They have 2 though. I think. I don't know.
I'm just saying the Raiders are probably gonna have the first pick.
Yeah, they probably will.
So you got 3 picks in the first round. The 11 picks thing was wrong, obviously.
They traded with the Bears for a pick.
They got 11 picks right now in the whole draft.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
They have the Bears pick, which probably be, I mean, that's probably middle of the pack. And then they have the Lions pick.
Probably be 17 or 18.
Yeah. They have the Lions pick, which is probably more like 10th or 8th pick. So they're gonna have the 1st, the 8th, and the 15th pick, most likely of the draft. Ballpark. That's pretty good, man. I mean, the one that I disagree with is Mac because he's a generational talent. I mean, he's fucking incredible.
It won't matter. It won't fucking matter.
He belongs on the Bears, and he looks great in the Bears uniform because he's got that classic look and that classic play style.
It will not fucking matter. I'm telling you right now. They have.
But
they're gonna. They need a defensive stud. They might get 2, and then they're gonna get an offensive weapon. It's in their. The ball's all in their court right now. I mean,
why am I thinking Lions? They traded with the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
They got all kinds of fucking picks.
So they have the. I'm sorry, I said Lions. They have the Cowboys first rounder, which is probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, up there. It's pretty high. I mean, they're not going to win a lot of games.
They're in the race for that division right now, though, man. You don't know.
See. But regardless, the Raiders are going to have a future here. And when you step back and look at all of it, you could have Cooper and Mack and a bunch of old fucks with Derek Carr, who's
team's the oldest in the league.
Average, yeah.
Team's the oldest in the league.
Derek Carr is average.
I'm going to give Derek Carr a pass. I've shit on him a couple times in here. He doesn't have an offensive line. There's guys that are fucking real with injuries. They're hurt. Those guys are hurt, though.
Yeah. He just got hurt this week.
My thing is...
But look, when you take a step back and look at it, John Gruden just got a 10-year deal. So you're not looking for him to come in. He's not going to come in and win you a Super Bowl that year. He's going to come in and build you a team. And I think that's what he's doing. I think people aren't really seeing that because they're not patient.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna speak from a Raiders fan point of view.
Oh, it sucks right now.
No, but listen, they're going to Vegas. This is the last year in Oakland.
Yeah, it does suck.
I mean, that's got to burn. I mean, a lot of these guys are coming to the game for the last time. I mean, it fucking hurts. But
because I mean, in the beginning of the season, I was looking at the Raiders as a top contender.
Which I told you we're done for that, but
well,
they're old.
They got rid of their 2 best players, so that definitely hurt.
They got Reggie Nelson on defense. I mean, they're old.
They're old.
They are moving to a new. They're rebuilding.
Yeah,
that's what I thought they would do. I thought they would be 8-8 this year, which I'm gonna be fucking way off. They'll probably be like 3-13, maybe 4-12 if they're lucky.
Look, they have a few good points there. They have Assembly, who will still be there next year. He's a good lineman if he's healthy. They'll have
Martin's not guaranteed.
No, Doug. I mean,
he's not guaranteed.
He's not
Lynch
guaranteed
is going to be gone,
well.
which
Lynch
probably
is
is
gone.
good.
Jordan,
they didn't use him right anyway. They fucking ran him like 10 times a game.
Jordy's, I think he's signed for 2 years, but I don't know if he'll play that second year after what happened this year. So you're losing Jordy. The only guys you're really going to have is you're going to have Jared Cook, who's actually been playing pretty well. You're going to have Jared Cook. You're going to have Assembly.
Jordy is retiring.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, he actually, it's announced.
It's announced? Okay.
The rumor is Jordy will retire after another awful loss.
Yeah.
He's got a bone bruise.
I mean, look, he was a top tier receiver.
He's one of my favorite receivers of all time.
Yeah, and he's going there
that I've watched.
And he's not getting any action. So why are you going to go learn a whole new system when you're that old? Just retire, hang it up. All right, let's get into these Week 11 games here. Thursday night, we're starting out with a good one. Green Bay +3 against Seattle. I guess they're giving Seattle that home advantage, and they just almost beat the Rams. So
I will say this. 0-11. Teams are 0-11 when traveling 2 time zones. So, I mean,
Green Bay's going to be a little tired.
I just can't understand it for the life of me because, look, they probably traveled on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or maybe Monday. So they traveled Tuesday or Monday. They got there. They practiced. They rested. I mean, they should be... I like Green Bay.
Green Bay?
You do too. I mean,
yeah.
So...
We're taking Green Bay.
I like Green Bay.
On the spread.
Yeah. 2.5, 3. I mean, I like them straight up to win the game. They need to win the game. They're 4-4-1, so they have to win that fucking game.
Houston -2.5 versus the Redskins. All they got to do is win by a field goal. I've said it all year. The Redskins below chunks, and Houston started slow, but they've been on a fucking rampage.
They're rolling. I'll tell you what, though, I'm not going to be surprised at any bit if we come back here in a week from now and the Redskins won this game. Will you? Can you be?
I will be.
Why?
I'll be upset.
The Titans just beat the Patriots.
I'm going to be pissed off.
The Cowboys just beat the Eagles.
It's true.
The Falcons just lost to the Browns. I mean, how can you be surprised? I like Houston, for sure. But if Redskins win this by a touchdown or 3 points or 4 points or 5, I won't be surprised. I won't.
I'll be pissed.
I like Houston. Watson, Miller, Hopkins, Demaryius Thomas.
You can't beat that.
It's pretty good.
Bengals versus the Ravens.
No line. There's no line on it because of Flacco right now. This is Wednesday night. We're doing this. His injury status has not been updated. We don't know. I will tell you one thing. If he does not play, I will predict that RG3 will be the starting quarterback.
I hope he is.
I hope he is too.
I don't think he will be.
I'd rather see him than Lamar.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
You saw RG3.
Seen Lamar play though.
Dude, come on.
I know. All we've seen him do is run.
I saw him throw one pass to Willie Snead 5 feet in front of him.
He's going to be our future quarterback. Hopefully Joe's gone next year. So, get him some playing time at least. I mean...
What makes you think he's going to be our future quarterback? Because we drafted in the first round? You ever heard of the name Ryan Leaf? Kyle Bowler?
No, I know, but...
Come on, dude.
At the time being, he's the only glimpse of the future that we have.
He is attractive because he runs and he's an option quarterback.
He'd be
and that's
great.
what it is nowadays.
Look, if Joe could figure his shit out this year and we could actually use Lamar right, it would be very dangerous.
That ain't Joe's fault. That's not Joe's fault.
No, that's not.
I'm defending Joe on that. The way they use Lamar is not his fault.
No, I'm not saying it is. But I'm saying the way the Saints use Breeze and Hill is the way we should be using Lamar and Joe.
And you don't see Saints fans up in arms because Hill's in there because they know.
No,
Hill
they do
is
smart plays.
such
Oh,
a
he's
better
way better,
athlete
yeah.
than Lamar Jackson.
But they use him right. They do trick plays. And they don't just fucking run on
Dude,
every play.
He makes tackles. He makes
I know.
catches.
He's a beast.
He runs the ball. He throws the ball. He does everything.
He's
for
got
that
to
team.
be. Is he a rookie?
I think he's a first-year player.
He's got to be rookie of the year, I would think.
Benny, first-year player.
I
Yeah.
think he
Yeah,
is,
first-year player.
He's got to be rookie of the year. He does everything. So who we like? I'm going to say that line will probably be -3 if Joe plays, +7 if he doesn't.
What'd you say? Say it again.
-3 if Joe plays, will be +7 if he doesn't. I mean, that's what I would assume.
At home,
I mean, we got a backup quarterback that's never played an NFL game
we
in
get
his
him
life.
+7. We'll, if anything,
I don't know,
we'll be getting
And
2
we lost
points.
to him last game.
We'll be getting 2 points. You're at home automatically, so you get points for that. That's automatic if you're at home.
I guess. But
No, it is. That's how
no,
Vegas works.
but I'm saying I think
We're
it's
not
7.
getting 7 at home versus the Bengals, who just got shit on by the Saints, who we could have beaten with Joe Flacco in.
Okay.
So +7 is no. We'll probably be +2 or 1.5 if Joe doesn't play.
Without a quarterback.
It doesn't matter. It does.
It sure does.
The line has been released right now. You know why? Because they're not deciding factor on
Because
this.
it's gonna
We're
be
going to
so-
be
it's gonna be
favored,
so
or if we're
big.
going to be underdog by. We're not. No, it's not going to be so. It's a division game. It's in Baltimore. That right there is 2 things that are in our favor.
I guess, but it's not going
It
to matter.
comes out tomorrow that Lamar's a quarterback guarantee will be at the most +3.5.
All right, well, we'll see. I guess I like the Bengals. I guess. I mean, I guess I like the Ravens. You know,
So like
because it's so even. I'll take the Ravens, just because I'm a Ravens fan. I mean, there's really. I mean, you can't
Forget
you can't,
unbiased.
You
shit
can't
here.
pick that game. I mean, what the fuck? Both teams suck. I guess I'll take the Ravens. We're home. You're right.
Both teams have 4 wins and 5.
It's a must-win for John.
Neither one of those
We
teams
saw how
suck.
that went. We
Teams
suck.
aren't very good. We don't suck. We have 4 wins. We have a shutout too. A team that just beat New England by 24
We've had one
points.
sack since then.
I like us to win that game. We play Oakland that week after that. I like us to win both of them. It's gonna be a fucking tease.
You better hope we win.
It's
both
gonna be
games.
a tease. We're gonna be 6-5, and then we're gonna win the next
People
one.
were saying if we didn't win the Steelers game, we were out. We were out before the Steelers game. I mean, we are not a playoff team. We're not a Super Bowl team by any means.
This is, I mean,
The only thing I'm looking forward to this week is seeing Ty Montgomery and if he plays and how we use him. That's about it. I really don't care if we win or lose.
I'll agree on that.
Next up, we got the Steelers -5.5 in Jacksonville.
We're giving 5.5 to a shitty team. I'll take
I don't
the
know how
Steelers.
Ben's going to put a Jags and a Steelers uniform on because Blake Bortles is his fucking twin brother. And I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. I still haven't figured that out.
Bortles plays Pittsburgh very well. That's the only thing to look out here. The only thing to look out for here
And
is that
Fournette's back.
Pittsburgh should 38 to fucking 24,
But I
38,
mean, look at
21.
this. The Steelers just beat the Panthers by 31 points. So why can't they beat the Jags, who are worse than them? I'll take the
It's the NFL,
Steelers.
that's why.
I'll take the Steelers.
It's a week-to-week league, man.
I know, but we're getting to the end of the season. I'm taking the Steelers.
Don't matter.
Panthers -4 versus the Lions at home. I like the Lions in this game.
You do?
I do.
Why?
Just do. I have a weird feeling about it. There's nothing behind it. They lost to the Bears. Stafford hasn't played very well.
Proves my point about the Steelers and Panthers and Steelers and Jags.
Yeah, I mean the Panthers haven't been great either. So.
Panthers are 6-3. They're doing just fine. They're well on their way to a wild card spot. I like the Panthers here. Obviously, I mean any
Okay.
dumbass would pick, the
I
Lions.
mean, I guess it's because I hate Cam Newton.
And that wasn't even our contract. You told me an hour ago you changed your mind, huh?
I did, yeah. I don't know. Just
That's
looking at it.
fine. I mean, we
There's got to
changed
be an
our minds.
upset here, and I mean most of these are favorites that we've picked. So besides Green Bay, so I guess I got to go ahead and take.
Not one game would surprise me anyway.
Yeah,
Wouldn't.
exactly. And then we got another weird one. Atlanta -3 versus the Cowboys. Atlanta's at home, but the Cowboys just beat the Eagles. They're probably not going to win
Who
again.
are they beating this year?
I'd say Atlanta. I'll take Atlanta -3.
For sure.
Atlanta just lost to the Browns. They're not going to be happy, and the Cowboys.
Who has the Eagles? Who have the Eagles beaten this year?
No one
They
big.
beat the Jags. Whoa.
No one big.
No, they haven't. I did.
Colts at home -1 versus Titans.
They beat the Patriots 34 to 10. 34 to 10.
Yeah. And they're gonna lose to the Colts, I guarantee it.
Fuck yeah, they are.
I'm betting that game.
I would take the Colts.
The Titans are gonna come in there with their dicks swinging around. We just beat the fucking Patriots. And they're gonna get walloped by Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's gonna have 4 touchdowns that game. That's my prediction. And the Titans as a team will have 10 points.
I like Luck to go off again. He's having a good fucking second half.
35 to 10 Colts.
Really?
I think so. I think they beat the shit out of them.
I don't mind that. I'll side with that.
Okay. Bucks versus the Giants.
Giants again.
Giants.
I think the Giants gonna roll here.
They're gonna win some games, I think. I hope. I liked them from the beginning.
My
I gave
thing-
up on them, but
My thing with the Bucks is they gotta be going. What the fuck do we do? What do we do with our quarterback next year? Because Fitz isn't gonna be our fucking quarterback. in the future.
Winston was like a no-brain starter, like great.
He had a great rookie year. Oh my god, he had a
he was
great
just
rookie
going
year.
downhill, man. Like,
Well,
what the fuck?
They benched him, so I mean he had a horrific game, but their future is they're a team that has just been shit for so long. I mean, when the hell they have been so shitty. I mean, every time they take a fucking step in the right direction, the next step is in dog shit. I mean, they're
You're
just
right. You're right.
they're
Are you
not-
taking the Giants with me there, then?
yeah, like the Giants. Eli's gonna put up a good game. That's why I took them this week.
It's Raiders +5 versus the Cardinals. You can't go against my word. I'm taking the Cardinals. Not -5, but I'll take the Cardinals by at least by a field goal, I'd say. The Raiders are trying to lose out. They are.
Can't do this game. Can we do a sub pick?
Pick somebody.
I really don't like it.
Who you got?
I don't like it.
Pick one.
I don't know.
It's hard not to pick the Raiders, but I'm saying fuck it at this point. I'm taking the Cardinals. Because I literally
It's the game might be the shittiest of the
I
year.
literally think they're trying to lose every game.
I'll go Cardinals.
Alright.
I think David Johnson does enough. Fitzgerald has a touchdown.
Yeah, David Johnson's gonna have a big one for me. Broncos +7.5 versus the Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers. I mean, you can't not take the Chargers. They're going for a Super Bowl. They're trying to win that division.
Like the Chargers.
Chargers.
I like them by 10
Yeah.
honestly.
Absolutely. First half.
First half will be
First
3.5,
half's an easy one.
4 probably. So
I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game though. Probably like
27-13. I like that.
something like that. Yeah. Next up, we got the Eagles +9.5 versus the Saints. Was actually our controversial line of the week. The Eagles haven't done anything to impress me all year, and the Saints are fucking phenomenal. So, and they're at home, so 10 points should be easy. They just beat the Bengals, who are probably the same level as the Eagles by 31 points.
No. I'll say this: they're defensive Super Bowl champions. They got some guys on defense. They upgraded Bennett. I mean Nada. I mean he's an upgrade. Secondary is just pissed right now. They're in shambles. They got Darby back there. They got Corey Grant. Carson Wentz. This is what I'm gonna say. Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey. They have yet to get on track to have a big game. I think that happens this week. I think the Eagles come within a field goal here.
I think Big Dick Nick's going to start this game and have 515 yards.
No.
No shot. I wish.
No. It's not happening. I like Wentz. I like Wentz to have a good game here versus Jeffrey. I like it.
Well, we'll see.
Did I say versus Jeffrey?
You did.
With Jeffrey. I like Jeffrey and Wentz to hook up here. Ertz, again, he's been a beast. I like that. Their running back situation is so fucked.
He's got it all.
They got Smallwood and
They're going to
Clement.
lose by 21 points. 21-point loss.
Again, we're just picking these because we have to. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not going to sit here and be dishonest with you. I wouldn't be surprised. I like the Eagles to cover the spread.
Vikings +1 versus the Bears. This one we haven't even talked about really, and I really don't know what to do with it because it's in Chicago.
What? Stop. Just stop.
Who do you like here?
The Vikings. Come on.
I do too. I'll take the Vikings, but I can see the Bears winning this.
Why is that?
I'll take the Vikings by 3 though. By 7. I'll take them by 7.
Okay. Let's go here and let's name some teams the Bears beat.
The Bills.
The
The
Dolphins.
Jets.
The Dolphins. Who they beat last week? The Lions were 3-6.
The Lions.
They
The
lost to the
Vikings-
Packers.
the
They
Vikings-
blew a fucking, like, what was it, 17-point lead at halftime. They blew it. Come on.
We'll see. I think the Vikings will win. I'm with you, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like we said, with pretty much every game. Then we got the Chiefs Rams, and we both like the Chiefs a lot. The Rams are the worst one-loss team in the league. You know, I'll put the Chiefs, the Saints above them.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree. I'm just surprised you
Chiefs,
said it.
Saints.
Peters blows.
He does in the system. Chiefs. Chiefs by 2 touchdowns.
Really?
Yeah, by 2 this time. The Saints went in there and beat them. The Chiefs are going to kick their ass. And I don't think it's going to be a huge game. I think it might be like 21-7 or something. The Chiefs don't.
30-24 Chiefs.
Okay. And keep in mind it's a Monday night game.
3 field goals by Butker. Field goal by Zerline. Gurley has his 2 touchdowns.
Okay, you're right. I'll give Gurley a touchdown. So okay, I'll say 21-10.
Really?
21-10.
10.
Yep.
The Chiefs are only going to score 10 against that sorry ass, or 20 or 21 against that sorry ass defense.
Yep. It's gonna be a weird Monday night game. The Chiefs are gonna kick their ass.
Now it's not Mexico City either, by the way.
I know.
Moved. They got moved back to LA.
Players were gonna sit out. It would have been a mess.
I just need to know why you're saying they're only going to score 21 points.
I don't know. It's a Monday night game. It's a weird game.
The Giants and the 49ers have scored 40 points, or 50 points total on a Monday night game. So I don't know.
Okay. Well. So to recap, we like Green Bay, Houston, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Lions Panthers game's a
Cut that
split.
shit out, would you?
The Lions Panthers game's a split. We like Atlanta. We like the Colts. We like the Giants. We like the Cardinals. We like the Chargers. The Saints Eagles game's a split.
This accent you got going is cracking me the fuck up.
We like the Vikings and we like the Chiefs. So
we
that-
agreed on every fucking game this week, besides the
2 of
fucking
them.
Eagle and the Saints game.
Yeah.
And what other game do we agree
The
on?
other one is the
The Lions
Lions.
and Panthers.
And honestly, that's a shot in the dark on that
It's
one.
not a shot in the dark. Why is that a shot in the dark? The Panthers are so much better than the
No, I'm
Lions.
saying I'm taking a shot in the dark.
Ah, okay, that's fair.
I just think there's going to be one weird game, and that's probably going to be it. But who knows? The Falcons will probably lose. That's another one I can see going. So that's it for Week 11, and let's get into these picks here. We like the Texans. Oh, this is a teaser. Giving you guys a weekly teaser because I've been really enjoying them lately. And although I gave you guys a shitty one last week, I actually took one personally, which I should have done. I just didn't put that much thought into it. But I am 3-0, so take this one. Texans +7, Vikings +11, Chargers +3. That's a winner right there, guaranteed. And then we also like Northwestern, who is ranked +1 versus Minnesota, who's not ranked. It's in Minnesota, but Northwestern's a great team to watch this year. They look really good.
Minnesota's terrible.
Yeah, and then we also have Boston College, who's got a very good record this year and been playing outstandingly. -1 versus FSU. It's in Florida, but it shouldn't matter.
Fuck
It
'em.
really shouldn't.
Fuck them.
So, out of the weeks we've done, I like this week a lot, personally. And then our controversial one, like I said, I think the Saints will beat them by 10, the Eagles. And you like the Eagles to hang in there? Do you like the Eagles to win?
I'm not going that far. Relax.
He thinks they're gonna cover the spread.
It'll probably be at 10. People are gonna be jumping on the Eagles here. It'll probably be at 10. I'm taking that for sure at 10. They're not
Okay.
losing. I don't think they're losing by 10. Again, a lot of these games, it's hard to do a controversial pick on this week because there's not a lot of games you disagree on. I'd have rather taken the Panthers over the Lions. So we stapled it in here as the Eagles. I'll take the Eagles +10, 9.5.
And I like the Saints on the spread. That's it for week
That's all we
7.
got.
I think it was a good week, and We really appreciate you guys giving us some more support on this video. Got a little spike compared to last 2 weeks. Yeah, we went downhill for a little while there, but we got a nice little spike this week, and we appreciate that. Hope you guys all have a great weekend.
Subscribe, like, share, tell everybody about it.
And
comment.
See you guys later.